वेलकम बैक। उम्मीद करता हूँ आप खैरियत से होंगे। इसी के साथ करते हैं पार्ट 2 का आगाज़ और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। चैनल नेम है सन टेक्निकल। जुड़े रहिए सन टेक्निकल के साथ। और आज का टॉपिक है पार्ट 2, व्हाट इज़ द डिफरेंस बिटवीन एस्ट्रोलॉजी एंड एस्ट्रोनॉमी का पार्ट 2। तो आइए शुरू करते हैं। एस्ट्रोलॉजी इज़ नॉट अ साइंस एंड वाइस वर्सा। Astronomy is not a belief. The two concepts are not comparable, not interchangeable. One is the scientific study of space, the other is a form of personal life guide. Astronomy cannot be used as a life guide, and astrology cannot be used in a scientific study about space. Simple as that. Despite the obvious reasons why astrology is not a science, it is often being sold as one. Most likely because one can earn significantly more money by adding a science label to the fortune telling, and the arguments in favor relies entirely on a mix-up of causality and correlation. Let's take a closer look at what causality and correlation are. Were you born on a rainy day, or does it rain because you were born? In astronomy, we need causality to explain a phenomenon. This is how scientists make predictions. They model an event and wait for it to happen in space somewhere. We can observe it. If the outcome of the event matches our model prediction, that we have a good idea of something happened. A nice example of what causality is Einstein's explanation of a Mercury should precede by an extra 43 seconds of arc per century. This would be a consequence of his theory of general relativity, which was formulated some 100 years ago. This behavior of Mercury was already known, but it was yet to be explained what caused this behavior. Cause was missing, and Einstein found it in his general relativity theory. Causality means that what when happens, then B also happen regardless of the number of events. Repetition causality is a fundamental part of the scientific method. In contrast to causality, we have correlation. Correlation means that two random events happen simultaneously. The best example of what a correlation is are found. It shows the correlation between random events such as number of people who drown by falling into a pool versus films Nicolas Cage appear in. From the graph, these two events correlate perfectly, but of course people don't drown into pools because there is a new Nicolas Cage film out. From the graph it looks convincing, but it's still silly. Correlation is not causality. Correlation can be convincing, but it does not explain anything. It also shows that two random events happen at the same time. Astrology heavily on correlation, and this often gets mistaken as causality. Jupiter rises in the east, and you are having financial problems at the diagram, and it can suddenly seem convincing, and the current location of Jupiter has a bad influence on your economic status, but it does not. If you are experiencing financial problem, it's probably because of capitalism, not Jupiter. Astronomy and astrology coexist, but they are not related today. A few hundred years ago, astronomy and astrology were two ingredients in a soup of science. At that time, it made sense. Scientists were figuring out how stuff was connected, and of course, it made sense to our ideas of different interaction in the universe, including the proposed interaction between our mind and the celestial bodies. आसान टेक्निकल को लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब कीजिएगा। मिलते हैं अगली वीडियो में। जुड़े रहिए आसान टेक्निकल के साथ।